gets candy. Not without candy, without a costume, you know, with some kids, he'll get candy. If you come up dressed up to my door, look expecting candy as an adult, you're also not getting candy.
So just adults don't get candy.
No, adults get. See, the thing is, you come up to with your kid, I'll be like, I respect you. You're being a good parent. Here, take a candy for yourself, homie. You know what I mean? And then that candy has weed. No, I'm sorry.
Make sure not to mix it up with your kids. This is special.
Yeah, you gotta be careful what you say now, because we're live, everybody.
I kid.
None of this is real.
We're just projections
back.
of our soul.
To a very, very spooky episode of Champs Challenge with my lovely guests and players. Beta playing Venue.
Hello.
Ura played by Simon. And Robot played by Shy. Shy, you weren't there last session. Are you caught up? Do you know what's going on?
I do not know what happened last time.
Well, let's just see what the boys remember, because I, of course, remember everything that happened last time perfectly. So I'll just see what you guys remember. Give me a little recap.
All right, well, at the end of not the last episode, the episode before, Ura had disappeared from the tavern completely, freaking out the others. Ura wakes up and sees Venue, but Ura is at the bottom of a drained vat that once held green goo. Gets pulled out by Venue and looks around. He sees Brobot in what seems to be a similar type of, well, not a similar, like a vat, but of its own design to hold a mechanical being. So it had like tubes and everything, but it was more electrical based rather than like just floating in liquid. He seemed to be like injected with the green goo, if I'm not mistaken. I might be, but
That's what you perceived, and that's what you perceived.
I thought it was. I just know that the bottom was full of electricity and kept on zapping us when we tried to get Robot out.
Yeah.
And then there was Aditya Kumbo and Rexford, who were also in vats. We did what we could to get them out. We eventually did get them out between myself and Venue. But as we did, we were interrupted by none other than Ruckus P, who was attempting to open a portal to Mal's realm and essentially ambush her with just an army of green ghouls that he believed he could use to infect her realm. But we weren't really on board with that. We thought it was maybe a bit too soon, a bit too reckless of a move. So we tried to convince him to come back with us to talk to the people of New Roan and everything. But he was not taking that as a viable option, and so kept on going with what he wanted to do. All this time, Brobot, unfortunately, as we were trying to get them out, they were definitely the most difficult to get out of their vat, and Ruckus was actually using them to power the portal. And we eventually did get Robot out, but it was too late. Ruckus had opened the portal, and while we tried to stop him and close the portal, he still managed to get through with some of his army of green ghouls. And then we attempted to escape, to run out of this place. We got a little loot from a chest that Venue had brainwashed some green ghouls to grab for us. And then we hightailed it out of there with an unconscious Rexford and Brobot slung over our shoulders.
Yeah. Yes, exactly right. Because you're only able to talk to Robot's soul.
That's it.
When Robot came out physically, they were unconscious. So yeah, so the two of you are walking with Adeteo Kumbo. Basically, I'm gonna say that you guys are back to the city's edge, and by the city I mean back to the edge of the Grove.
Okay.
And from there, because I'll remind you that Robot had left the ship at a docking pad in the Archmage's Academy.
Yeah.
And basically the closest walking like section of the city is the Grove. So you guys are out. I'm gonna say you guys are on your way to the Grove. You're out of the mountains.
Okay.
Nothing really accosted you on your way out, and it's been a few
Yeah.
times now that you've traveled this kind of route. Also, you notice on your way out this time that all of the rubble that was caused by those kind of shifting mountains and explosions has cleared.
Is there like markings of how it was cleared? Like footprints or anything? Or
You can roll me an investigation.
cool. This seems a little suspicious. It's a 14 plus 2, 16.
16. You can tell you can't see anything like that, and that in and of itself is like, what the hell?
Yeah, just suddenly this rubble's all gone and no cause or like what's happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I wanted to ask, I think you said it, but I didn't hear it. How long does it take us to get to the Grove? Or close to the Grove?
It's like the rest of your way. I'll say that you guys are maybe half an hour out. You've been walking a while.
I think that's what he was asking. Like, how long does it take to get
Yeah,
from
like how long is the
the
trip?
mountains to the Grove where we are now?
Oh,
like a few hours?
Yeah, probably 3-4 hours from the Grove to the hills.
Okay.
We're deep in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Kumbo has Robot. I have Rexford slung over our shoulders. It's long.
Very Hacksaw Ridge.
Very Hacksaw Ridge.
You're doing great, Ura.
Do you know if that maybe also
Hey, thank you, Shy.
Thank you for the subscription, Shy. It's appreciated.
21 months.
I've been going for 21 months, everybody. It's kind of crazy. Almost 2 years. But yeah, I digress. Thank you. And is there anything that we could use to make some sort of sled to pull them on? It might be a lot easier.
Not particularly. I have bones. There might be a few
I guess
femurs we could
priority
use.
Yeah. I don't think bones would quite do it.
Hmm.
But we're at the city. Maybe we can find something at the villa.
So not much further now. Is Robot still unconscious?
I think so.
For right now.
Kumbo?
For now, okay.
Yes. Doesn't seem to be moving at all.
All right.
And Rexford, too, is going to shake him on my shoulder. Nothing. See?
Yeah, I go to Robot, open the lens to look inside as if it's an eye, and then I go to Rexford and check it also. I go to Kumbo, I'll check it as well.
Kumbo
smacks you.
What are you doing? Stop.
Oh, it's further along than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, we need to get you checked out, Kumbo. But all right, so because we need to get back to the Hardline Fortress too, and try to explain this to everybody.
Well, wait. Robot, where did you land the ship?
Robot
I'm lost unconscious.
Ah, right, of course.
So, really quickly, you said they were speaking to Brobot's soul?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's not happening now.
No.
This, yeah, Robot's soul is in their physical body, so
Right now,
not
yeah.
separated. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have
There-
enough spell slots to do it again, so
There will be an explanation forthwith.
I mean,
Uh,
okay.
well, no, yeah, we're gonna have to explain it to Vodos and Lazam and Theo.
mhm. All right, let's get them back up.
Should we bring them to the villa and just like put them in their rooms, and then go report ourselves?
Well, yes, it's the closest place. I think we should. Yes.
That
At
is.
least Rexford and Robot, and they're completely out. So
The Teokumo goes, they will have resources at the hardline keep to revive them. We should all just go.
okay, how would we get there? We've been trying. Like, there's no way we're going to be able to climb the mountain with both of them on our backs.
We should use Rexford's passport.
His
Perhaps-
passport.
We can call his cabbie friend.
Right. Okay, from Jack's mobile.
Mm.
I suppose. Sling him off my shoulder, put him into the snow, and I'm sorry, Rexford. I'm just gonna try and find your passport. I've seen him take it out before, I think.
Yeah, it's just like inside his jacket pocket.
So very lightly pick it up and take it out. There's so many contacts. Oh my
As
god!
you touch it, like basically like some of its shared contents will just appear on your own passport, wherever that might be located. Your passport starts glowing.
Okay, okay, good. I don't want to look through that any further. I probably gonna see things I shouldn't. Okay. Jack's mobile. Okay. I'll try and call him. See if he shows up. Taxi.
Yeah, roll me just a straight d20.
All right. Ooh, 17.
Hello?
Hello, Jax.
Yeah, this is Jax, man. Who's this?
It's Ura, Rexford's friend.
Oh, what?
Look.
What do you want?
We were just wondering if you might be able to help us. We need transport up to the Hardline Keep. Just up in the mountains, not into the fortress itself. Just to drop us off just a little ways away. But
You want me to go back there? Are you sure they're not going to jump us this time?
well, we're not going to be flying onto the top of the fortress itself.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
just be flying to the
as
top of the
soon
mountain.
as I went into freaking like the airspace, dude. But anyway, listen, last time Buddy didn't even freaking pay me, and like I got all singed and stuff, so it's gonna be like extra, and I'm gonna want some up front.
Well, how much are we? Like, I mean, what's your rate?
I ask you for 40 gold for the trip, and I want it all up front.
I thought you said some of it up front.
No, I've changed my mind.
You're a hard bargainer. But if I accept this, I do hope that this will clear everything and we'll be even again.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well,
All right.
where are you guys now?
We're on the outskirts of the Tranquil Grove. And I'll give him a landmark that we're close to.
All right. Are you gonna stay there, or you want me to meet you there?
If you're not far, that would be appreciated.
Well, I'm in the Grove, so it should be like 15 minutes or so. Like, not. I just gotta like finish up what I'm doing here, and then I'll take off.
We'll sit tight.
Alrighty.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Peace.
Toodles.
And bye.
Bye.
Alright. Alright, you hang up.
You want me to hang up? I thought you were gonna hang up. Well, all right then.
He hangs up.
All right, so he's gonna show up in 15 minutes, I guess.
What's the landmark you gave him?
All right.
Where are we in reference to Tranquil Grove?
You're on the outskirts of the city. I don't know. What landmark do you think? What constitutes?
Okay. So Tranquil Grove is a place where like we've got like all the other districts have kind of conglomerated together, in a sense, right? Other than the Archmage's Academy, like everyone else is kind of, and like Daiquiryville as well. It's like the Bardlight, the Bardlight district. Everyone else is in the Grove.
Yeah.
So I think that there is a central tree from the Druidic Park. Like they've centered it around like an excessively large pine tree.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is probably what we're closest to, and we'll kind of make okay, like we'll meet at the pine tree, the Druidic Park pine tree. So we'll go there to
the city. Okay. Well, that wouldn't be on the outskirts then.
Yeah. So, or at the gate closest to that.
Okay.
So the gate itself being on the outskirts, because like leading you into the city.
Yeah. So you could say the gates like to the mountains. Let's say there's not really gates to the Grove, but we can say like the entrance of the path, like where
or like the path towards the mountains.
Yeah, we could say there's like a checkpoint or like
Okay. Well, so I'm assuming there should be some sort of guard present.
No,
there's not at all.
No, there's no guards. Right. Only the Archmage's Academy has like kind of the magistrates that guard themselves. But everywhere else,
it might be okay.
The militia.
Okay, so just
and everywhere else, there's no like checkpoints or borders between districts.
So
just kind of like just plopped there and named them.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Guess we'll go to that gate. I should have maybe told him. Well, last time the cart was big enough for everybody, so should be all right to be able to hold us on the way back.
Roll me a Constitution save.
Both of us?
No, Shy.
Okay.
Oh, easy.
Easy.
Say easy. Watch me roll shitty.
Nah.
24.
Okay.
Oh, completely shitty roll.
Super shitty. That's the shittiest roll. Yeah, absolutely. So you immediately pop back up, like upright.
On Kumbo's shoulder.
Well, you guys stopped, so Kumbo would have.
Okay, Kumbo put her down. Okay.
Robot down. Kind of like sulking off to the side by himself.
Oh, jeez. All right, robot's up. Did you not just see them pop back up? Robot, are you with us? Is this something they do in their sleep?
Robot is awake! Exclamation point.
Ah, perfect.
Boot up sequence.
Oh, right.
And you're just still holding Rexford and what?
No, like I put Rexford down because he had I had to rifle through his pockets to find the passport.
Happened. Where am I?
Hello,
Why
Brobot.
is he down?
Do you remember anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Would Brobot
Disgusting
remember?
you.
Brobot would remember flashes of what was going on. Brobot, you definitely remember like seeing yourself kind of like upraised, being connected to some sort of like machinery. And you see yourself with like your chest piece spread open and this glowing light emitting from within you. You remember feeling drained, like exhausted.
Yeah. Okay. I remember no energy and just it was being sapped from me. It was infuriating. Just constant. It was nonstop. Just I was hooked up to some sort of device. I don't remember exactly what, but and he'll like touch his like chest cavity, not cavity, obviously it's closed. His
Plate.
chest plate. Yeah. And it'd be like, it's secure, but it was once vulnerable. I don't. That was a terrible exposure.
Then you might have an idea of what. I don't know what that was, but
Well, it's only a hypothesis, but it seemed as if Ruckus was using you to create a portal of some kind. And seeing as how you can create portals, and there's clearly a great deal of energy from within you, I think that that's quite accurate to say.
My portal abilities are mine and mine alone. Do you know where he wanted to portal to? I haven't worked back up to making portals to anywhere. Can I check any kind of internal database that's like, I don't know, logistically able to tell me where the portal was being created?
Interesting. Roll me an Arcana check.
I fucking love that.
Anna, for the love of all things D&D Beyond, I swear to God damn it! 14.
A 14.
bad.
Say
Oh, plus 6
you.
for that, man. Man.
Fair.
Sorry.
I'll say what you're able to tell with a 14 is that your pure internal magical energy was being drawn away from you to power a portal that in itself turned your magic into chaos magic.
Oh, okay. And he could tell, like that internally he just knew knows that's what it was.
Yes. That's what your reading is telling you.
Okay, yeah.
But
You know your magic was converted into chaos magic and that it was in fact being used to power a portal.
My magic no longer was my own. He turned it into a darker, chaotic magic of I don't know whatever space that not a good space to be in. Not a safe
Rucket
space to
told
be in.
us. Sorry.
Oh, I just told you. Why are you
No,
having me guess?
No, Rucket told us, I'm pretty sure, right? Or
That he was going to Mal? Yeah.
yeah, okay. Oh no, he he had said he was trying to open a portal to Mal's realm. I think it was real because these creatures came out that I've never seen before. No, we might have seen before in rescuing from old Roan.
You've seen before in the fall of Roan, probably.
Yeah.
Especially you, Aura.
Yeah, so we've seen minions of Mal like that before. So he may have been successful in opening a portal to her realm. But yes, he did pervert your energies. Unfortunately, we were trying to get you out as soon as possible, but we didn't really understand the mechanical contraption he had you in.
Thank you for getting me out. I'm functional again, and I want robots like gauntlets and the ones that he always has, just like start like beep 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 beep, shocking. Even though they wouldn't beep, I don't know why I said that, but whatever. And
You're beeping them to activate it.
sure. Is like we need to deliver vengeance onto Ruckus P.
Do you want to take that one, Venue?
Well, I wouldn't mind. Did force me against my will. Yes, I was like his little lab rat.
You okay? What?
I'm fine. And when I say lab rat, I mean lab assistant.
I think we were the rats.
Yes. I do feel as if I've learned quite a bit, though. And I'm especially interested in you, robot.
Oh, robot's one eye narrows.
I think there's incredible potential within you. And, it might benefit us all if you learn how to access it. That is all.
Thank you. Noted. I will attempt to internally and analyze what I once was while in with Ruckus.
It's a lot to process, I think, for us all. But we'll have time, because I don't think any of us are ready to head to Mal's realm anytime soon. And that's where we'd have to go if we were to get vengeance. For now, anyways.
Yes, I feel we will have a slew of other problems before that is ever even a possibility.
Yes, starting with what are we going to tell Vodos and Lazam and Theo? Kumbo, you ready for that report, right?
Yes, of course.
How green is he looking?
He looks the same that he looked before.
Okay.
His arm is green. He's got like the kind of like distended veins in his neck and like his forehead and stuff. His eyes are bloodshot. His teeth are sharpened now. Like it looks like they were filed to a point. And one of his arms is like green, hairy, and clawed. His left arm,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay, but nothing's changed in our 3 to 4 hours.
No, that's the same. It doesn't look like it progressed at all.
That might be hard to explain too. Right. Where is this Jax?
Yes, it's been about 15 minutes.
You roll me a perception check.
Okay. 9 plus.
Oh, that's a natural one.
3, 12.
I'll roll for for the Teokumbo. Robot, did you roll a perception check?
I mean, oh, well, wait. It's 19.
Okay, perfect. Robot is the one who spots over the yonder horizon, over the trees, making its way, kind of still a charred, smoky trail, following it. A large flying carpet appears with an Aarakocra who seems to be sitting there piloting it. And as he pulls up, he goes, "What's up, dudes? Oh, look at that Rexford's down. That's hilarious.
Yes,
What an absolute freaking loser.
Silence is quite enjoyable.
a free treat for you. But we still need to bring him onto the carpet.
Because like bringing corpses is extra.
Oh no, he's quite alive.
Yeah, all right.
And from the best of we can tell, he can hear all this as well.
Well, as long as he can't talk back right now.
I don't think so.
You can never get a word in edgewise with that guy.
Listen, a deal is a deal. Here's 40 gold.
Thanks. Get you guys to Hardline Keep.
Yes, please.
And he, as everybody files on, he takes off.
Arrange ourselves on the carpet. It's a big carpet. Eh?
Yeah.
Is there a reason this
About an
carpet's trailing smoke?
Just tuck in.
Robot would carry Rexford now.
Sorry?
I think Robot would want to hold Rexford.
How are you holding him?
Princess style.
Like a little baby?
Yeah.
Oh.
Princess Carrie.
It's beautiful.
Hell yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, you're just like sitting on the carpet. As you guys approach the Hardline Keep, you see kind of like two of these like flying airships approaching, and then he starts to wave them down. And
Can I like raise my passport or something? Some sort of identification?
sure. What are you trying to do with the passport to get their attention?
Contact them, use it as some sort of like walkie-talkie radio to just
Sure.
get their attention. And
Sure, you emit like a open broadcast signal, like,
yeah,
and they respond. You go, state your business at Hardline Keep.
this is Ura Inferni and Editio Kumbo, Rexford, Venu, and Brobot. We're here reporting back on the latest. We need to speak to Commander Vodos and Lazam.
You have
Something's
clearance.
come up.
You have clearance to land.
Thank you.
You guys approach, and you guys land safely. The two airships kind of like drift off, and they go back up into the clouds.
Much smoother this time around, I think.
That's real handy of you. Thanks.
When done properly, it works out well.
All right. Well, do you guys need me to stay here, or what's want me to wait?
Do you have other pressing appointments?
Well, I would. The clock is going to start ticking, and we'll settle it when we're all done.
We'll call you if we need you.
Alrighty.
Appreciate the lift. Thank you.
He just takes off.
Does anyone else want to be Ura Inferni for the next 20 minutes? No?
No.
Great. Kumbo, you're ready for the report, right? As leader of this squad?
What? Of course.
Okay, good. Wasn't looking forward to that. All right, let's go, I suppose.
He kind of like looks off. He looks really forlorn, like a little upset. He doesn't seem in it. Kumbo anyway.
Robot, you're alright carrying Rexford?
Yeah. I do this frequently.
Oh, all right. If you're used to it. Thank you.
No need.
So as you guys start your way into the Hardline Keep, you You notice. Well, you notice. Ura, you run into Lazam as he's leaving the fortress. Wait! Wait!
Lazam, hello. What's up?
What are what are you doing here?
Okay, this might be a bit complex. What you were talking to maybe 8 hours ago were our souls. Our physical bodies were trapped back with Ruckus P in vats of green goo.
Stop. You went back to see Ruckus P?
Not from our own volition. Our souls were pulled back to our physical bodies that were already there.
That goes against everything we know about the interaction between magic and souls.
We weren't really expecting it either, trust me.
We must tell Vodos.
That's what we're here to do.
No. Vodos is not here.
Oh,
Last I knew, she was awaiting an audience with Kringla himself at the Archmage's Academy.
just got here. All right. Do we wait here or?
Oh no. You will go immediately. We will go with me.
Thank God. We've been going everywhere, back and forth.
What is your companions? What's wrong with them, Aura?
Well, Rexford is unconscious, alive but unconscious, and well, Kumbo has been bitten.
Have you tried to wake him?
Rexford, I think we slapped him a couple times.
Lazam's gonna go over to him and kind of like, you see his hands are glowing as he's kind of like, well, he's gonna go over to you, Brobot, Lazam. Lazam is like, he looks very similar to Ura. He's just kind of like even slighter and paler. And he's dressed in like kind of like dark robes and a cloak, but still with the militia insignia on it, same as you. And he's gonna go up to you and say, "Do you mind if I inspect Rexford, the private?" Private Brobot, do I have your consent?
Can you say it again? I apologize. I'm reading something. Go ahead.
I assume I have your consent. And Lazam's gonna try and like just touch Rexford for a little bit. His hands will begin to glow as he tries to work healing magic.
Oh yeah.
And then he like kind of like just glances up and lets go all of a sudden. This is beyond me. And you, he looks at Aditya Kumbo. Kumbo looks down and says, "Don't look at me.
I'm hideous.
What's happened to you? What happened?" He like grabs at his arm and like looks at his face. What's the meaning of this, Ura?
You've seen this before. He's been bitten.
This doesn't look like any bite. It looks like he's paused halfway through a transformation.
Look, I don't know exactly what happened, but as I was saying, our bodies were trapped in green goo vats for hours. I don't know what the interaction might have been between that and the infection.
Come with me. I'll bring your. So he brings you down into the Hardline Keep. And he brings you down for a ways, kind of like just walking through the fortress. Is there anything you guys need to speak about? Like, as he's kind of walking through, he might not like hear you. So I don't know if there's anything you want to discuss as you guys are moving through.
Venu stays quiet.
All right.
Yeah.
You passed into like the map room where you were deep within the Hardline Keep, where you guys had been before, where you had met with Vodos and Theo. And Theo is there, and he says, Lazam, what's happened? And then Lazam begins to explain. It's gotten much more complicated than we thought. They've just returned from Ruckus again. Apparently they were transported there or projected in some way. Have you ever seen this before? He like kind of like grabs Kumbo, starts to drag him over to Theo. Theo like begins inspecting his arm. He goes, I don't understand. This has never happened. And this one won't wake. We don't know what's wrong with him. What he's experienced. You cannot take them before Kringler like this. No, I agree. You will take these photos, and the rest they must be told. I will take these two and see what can be done. Is this acceptable? Yes. He looks to you guys, and Theo looks as well. Come now, through this door. Leave your friends here.
Okay. We'll come back and find them.
You'll be notified.
Guys.
I don't like this, but we need to try.
What
Something.
choice do we have?
There are far better healers here than what we can do, I think. Guess we'll go talk to Vodos, three of us.
Mostly just you, but yes.
Oh, lovely. All right.
And so Theo's kind of like gestures you through a door, through to on the other side of this like map room. You guys have not been here yet, but they will lead you into kind of this circular room with what looks like it looks like it's like there should be a mirror kind of like in the stone wall, but the mirror is not there. It's just like an archway of stone that's built into this brick wall. But inside the archway, it's just like flat stone.
Have we seen anything like this before?
No.
Okay.
So I'll file in, and Theo closes the door. He says, well, are you ready to travel? And he's going to take out this small box. It's like this kind of mechanical looking box. And it's kind of like twirling and whirling. And it stops. And he touches it to the wall. And in the archway kind of like fills this cloud of smoke. And as he takes it out, Brobot, you feel an instant connection to this object.
Okay.
It's
If
something that
I
you
reach,
understand fully in this moment, I think. But what would you like to do?
I mean, I'll wait for the smoke to envelop us, I guess.
It doesn't. It
But
actually is contained in the archway, and you kind of just
oh,
it.
just like kind of blocks us off.
Not even kind of like projects like smoke within the archway. It just fills this kind of like stone archway that was leading to nothing with smoke. So you guys are in the room, and this in front of you is an archway filled with smoke.
Okay. Well, I think Robot is gonna try to reach for it and just be like, "This device, I need to inspect this device."
Theo goes, "The Royal Star. I am sorry, but it is not mine to give, and it is too precious to let out of my person. But I appreciate your eye for powerful artifacts."
It, oh, and where do you get this from?
Christopher Kringler himself imparted this on to me.
Robot's just gonna turn very like jarringly, just be like, I must speak to Kringla. This box is part of me, or something similar. I need to research this box.
Well, we're going to him right now. If you would just step through this door.
Without hesitation, robot runs. Not runs. Excitedly steps.
Okay. Amazing. Yeah, you kind of just like step confidently, boldly into the smoked archway that you saw just moments ago was nothing but stone on the other side of that smoke. But you appear somewhere else. The rest of you see Robot walk through the archway without any hesitation.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
You
follow?
muted Simon.
The only thing that makes me hesitate is that it sounds exactly like what the veil looks like in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So you're dead. Like, oh. But yeah, no, we'll walk through. We're trust Theo, so.
Yeah, I follow after.
And you see, like, as Venue, you're the last person going through. Theo's hand kind of clasps you and walks in with you. And then you guys walk out, and you're in, like, this opulent kind of, like, room with, like, 20-foot ceilings, flying buttresses, graceful arches, bas reliefs, all the fucking works. And you, Venue, from your time in the Archmage's Academy, know that this is the academy itself. It's the lobby of the Archmage's palace, which is like where it's where graduating students are dormed. It's where the staff and teaching staff is dormed, and it's got the Archmage's Tower, which is where the Archmage herself, Lativa Indotis, resides. And now it's also kind of like where Chris Kringla and his this lobby has become kind of his, for lack of a better term, throne room. Audience hall is a better.
Okay.
So as you walk out, you see and you can hear the voices kind of like as there's steps ascending like this grand hall. You see people kind of like at the top, like on like a landing, and they're discussing. And then there's chairs adorned there, and people are out of their chairs right now, and they're all kind of talking in raised voices.
Yeah.
Can we hear them then?
As you get closer, you will be able to hear them And you hear a voice that says, "What do you think you've done? I told you he was not to be disturbed. You went behind my back. That's real naughty of you, Vodos. Thought we had better, I thought we had a better relationship than that. I thought we were friends. I thought we were buddies. I thought you'd listen to me, or you'd come to me if you had questions. But I told you to leave him alone in them hills. I said nobody was to go there. Off limits, except for the outskirts, except for their first few hills, not to go deep. Leave Ruckus P." Vodos looked down. I'm so sorry, Mr. Kringle. He hasn't been seen in so long, and after I caught Valentina, I thought for sure he'd. If your excuses. And at that point, as he's saying that, like Theo has led you to the top. Chris, these are the guys that saw and spoke with Ruckus. And Vodas kind of like looks sternly at you guys, especially, and she kind of like locks eyes, and her eyes widen, kind of like looking at you, Ura.
About to look at everyone, and if no one says anything, then he'll step forward and speak.
As you step forward.
He'll bow first, actually.
Oh. Kringle kind of like smiles at that and says, "Get up now, child. You don't have to worry. We don't do that here." What a strange bunch of companions. I like that. Tell me your story. Tell me of your encounter with my old friend Ruck.
Robot can explain the entire thing, or do you want me? Like, do you want me to be like? Do you want to try and actually tell him?
Yeah. Actually tell.
Ruckus P has lost his mind and tried to use me to power a portal to go to Mal. He stole my magic, threw ghouls at us, brought us to the brink of death. A friend is infected. Is Rexford's body here?
No.
Rexford is unconscious. And he's so dedicated to whatever it is he needs to do that I think he's blind to what's actually happening. And I want to right that wrong that he did to me and my companions, because he had us in vats, testing on us like guinea pigs. I don't even know. And he opened me up, and I don't like that. Mr. Kringle, sir.
I'm sorry he did this to you. I wouldn't have expected that of my old friend. But he said he tried to get through the portal, to make a portal to his realm. Where is he now?
Do I know?
Well,
Still
you
in the
know.
same place that we left him. Yeah. This in a part of the caverns up on the mountains.
Well, no,
No, he got through.
he succeeded, basically,
Oh.
in getting the portal to Mal.
Oh.
He barely got through as it was small and everything, but he got through.
So where is he?
With Mal.
He's with Mal. You mean he's betrayed us?
Made it there.
Made a portal to go and join Mal? I can't believe that to be true. Why would he leave you alive?
I don't know his reasons.
I might be able to clarify on that.
Voda's kind of please.
Ruckus P was single-mindedly focused on getting to Mal and handling things on his own, cleaning up, he said. He was confident that his army of ghouls could take over Mal's realm, and that he could use them and the crown he had to beat Mal in her own realm. We tried as we might to dissuade him and have him come back, or at least prepare better for whatever his plan was. But he wouldn't take no for an answer. He needed to do whatever it was he had set his mind to. And that included the risk that he ran of keeping, or well, of having that portal stay open and endangering all of New Roan by just having an open portal in the hills to Mal's realm. Because I don't, we had spoken to him and said he didn't know if you could close it behind him. I think.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, like because we had spoken about like that with him,
Mm-hmm.
I think, and he said he didn't know if he could close it.
Well, yeah. That's what you remember.
Well, I say like I'm not sure what I'm remember, but I'm not sure if Ura would have a better memory than I would, since that just happened.
Yeah, I remembered saying something about he had asked you guys to stick around to help him in case something went through. He didn't specifically say anything about the portal closing, but it's all kind of new magic, so you don't.
Yeah. So okay, then he won't say like he put him in. She's like, there were a lot of unknowns in what would have happened, but that didn't seem to be of any consequence. He
Ringla
needed to
said,
do what he needed to do.
Ruck spoke to me about this plan 10 years ago. He thought, well, Ruckus P. I never would have expected you to be able to convince anything of Ruckus P. And as I've said to Vodos, I didn't order this infiltration into Ruckus P's lab. In fact, I ordered him to be left well alone and for the hills to be undisturbed. That being said, I trust Ruckus P. And Kringla looks directly at you, Brobot. He's gained immense power over the last few years. That last decade before I met him. He has a plan. I believe he will do more harm to Mal than to us. I raise a toast. He puts his hand up. And floating in front of all of you is a cup, a candy cane cup. He gets one in his hand and he takes it. Says, "Good luck, Ruck." And he hoists his mug.
Where I was gonna look at photos for like some sort of confirmation.
Lotus takes hers, doesn't look at you, just looks at Chris. Good luck, Rock. Theo does the same.
Good
And
luck, Rock.
Latifa, who's also there. Latifa and Lotus.
Well, okay. The head of the Archmage's Academy.
Venue, do you do the toast?
Good luck, Rock.
Robot, are you participating in the toast?
I think, like, in the most begrudgingly robotic manner, he will do it, only because he has to. He feels like he has to, but like, yeah, he's not happy about it.
And then Kringla will look at Votus and say, well, they're your troops. Do with them what you will. Kind of like just like steps back, goes and sits down at presumably his seat at this kind of like, it's like looks like a boomerang, but it's a table. There's like a bunch of chairs. And his is obviously at the main point of the boomerang.
The center.
Yeah. So Votus looks at you guys, a stern face. You're lined up before her, takes a deep breath, and then breaks a smile. You did all right. You know, Ura, I didn't give you shit last time because you didn't follow orders. Because you didn't have the heart to see the mission through. You couldn't make a decision, so you cut and run just as soon as things got difficult. But I think something's changed in you guys. You did well coming back and being able to tell us all this. So, I think there's going to be some more important missions in your guys' future. Maybe a promotion down the line. Go rest up. And, we'll make sure your friends are okay. Go visit them. And train those recruits. It was actually a good idea. I set it up with a couple other squads. So you guys will be training them together. Well, dismissed.
Once it's clear that she's like doesn't have anything else to say, or just gonna like salute whatever the militia salute is, and
Just a normal salute.
yeah, just kind of turn on his heel and walk out.
That's the salute.
Big thumbs up.
Yeah. All right. Dismissed.
Turn on his heel and walk out.
It's canon now.
That's so embarrassing.
Well, you guys are now walking out and basically walk out into the courtyard of the Archmage's Academy proper.
Well, I mean, I know I did, but I'm not sure if Robot's the one to try and talk to Chris Kringler. Bless you.
Yeah, you can ask some questions before you leave if you want. Now's the time.
Robot? Shy? Okay. Maybe we'll come back.
Power saving mode.
Yeah. Robot's been through a lot. bring them back once their battery's been a bit more charged.
Absolutely.
Uh,
You guys can start basically, yeah, if there are questions, we can retcon the questions afterwards. Or not. Maybe you guys are just dismissed. They start talking about other things.
so, we have to rest now, I guess. You know where you want to go?
Well, we're here in the Archmages. Maybe we should make the most of it.
After you.
Just gonna start taking a walk through there. I feel like I don't get to go to the Archmages too often. It's probably a little bit out of the way for us at the Grove.
Absolutely.
So yeah, just sort of like walking the streets. It's been a while. We walked for like 4-ish hours in the snow. We finally, I assumed the drink we got was hot.
It was
So I'm feeling a little warm now.
It was warm eggnog with whiskey.
Oh yes, delicious.
Yeah.
And so that, I guess like it's just reminded me how hungry I am. And so I'm gonna take them to like a little hole in the wall back alley restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely. There's like one. It's kind of like just off campus, you know, where a lot of the students used to go there when you were a teacher's assistant. Like you used to like go and like, you know, grade tests there and stuff like that.
Mm. Okay. NP Shay. On the way there, though, I just want to. I'm gonna just bring up as we're like walking and talking, and be like,
Ura, how did you feel about that? It was insufferable being in there.
I'm honestly quite glad that Robot. Well, that they accepted that explanation. Robot explained it pretty well, and they didn't seem to have any questions regarding what happened with our souls or our physical bodies or anything. I think
It's
that
for
would
the
have been
best. It's for the best.
yes, that would have been a bit difficult to explain. I still don't really
Yes.
quite know what happened.
Mention that part to anybody but Lazam, who's not there.
Oh, it's true, eh?
Yeah.
I'll have to fill them in later, I guess. There don't seem to question how we got there so quickly, anyways.
That was quite convenient of Theo, wasn't it?
Oh, I meant back to the hills, but yes, that
Oh.
too.
Right.
But then, speaking of what Theo did, so it's not just Robot that can make portals now. Apparently,
I'm
this
inclined to
artifact-
believe her assumption, or his assumption.
So this artifact has something to do with Robot's past.
I'd believe it.
Well, they share similar power, so find about one, we might find about the other.
Could be something to think about with our food, I suppose.
Right, have we been here before?
I have.
What's good?
Honestly, the whole menu.
As you turn around this back alley bar, you see that the kind of the door frame is like painted in like this kind of like gilded kind of bronze paint. The door is like this thick wood that it wasn't before. There's a new sign out that says Wizard's Wing. Wizard's Wing Tavern. But the sign is brand new. It's in like the shape of like a bird of prey's like long wing with the words written on fresh paint. The windows are new. There's flowers and kind of like a doorman. Yes. Do you have reservations?
Place you brought us to.
Is this what I'm used to?
rub my eyes or my one eye.
This is like very opulent in comparison to what it once was. But I just want to say before we enter, Shai, before you guys left the Archmage's Academy, was there anything you wanted to ask or say to Chris Kringla or Vodos after you were like kind of dismissed?
Oh yeah. Yes, because okay. So I guess to Chris, Mr. Kringla, sir.
Oh yes. How can I help you?
I just confirm it was Theo with the box,
today,
right?
but
Oh, sorry. You had the box, the smoke box.
The smoke box.
This box, this device that he used to bring us here. Something inside of it is speaking to me. Part of me is in this box, and I would very much like to research this box. And he's just going to point at Theo, hoping that is the generic general. Like maybe he'll bring it out.
Oh. You mean the star?
Royal star, I think he said.
The royal star of Roan Acaduil. He motions for Theo, who comes over and brings out the star, and Chris hands it. Says, This is one of 3 of the most precious objects in the city. And it's probably the most precious of the 3. This thing with a little influence from some legendary folk created all of the old Roan. That power is what draws Mal here, to us. So you see, I can't just let anybody have it there, robot. Not yet. You say it calls to you? Well, I believe it because I've heard a similar call myself from the Frost Star in the center of the pool proper. But maybe one day, not only will it call to you, but you will be ready to call to it. And then he'll walk over behind the table, and he kind of like motions, and a dais raises up, and on it there sits a glowing kind of like greenish white light, and he places the royal star next to it, and then the dais descends into the floor. These things power all of our defenses here in New Roan. So you'll understand why I don't just hand it over to you.
I understand. But I may return even here if I can research it in your presence, visually, or something.
Maybe I can do some research on you at the same time there, child. Where is it you said you've come from? Are you a refugee from the old city?
Technically, no. Right? He's just
What?
not a refugee. He was.
Well, you were Old Rome.
Yeah, but is he a refugee? He wasn't.
Technically, you are a refugee from Old Rome. Like anybody who he's asking you basically, did you live in Old Rome before being in Pool?
Oh, yes.
Because like now you're living here in but everybody technically who immigrated from Old Rome during the massacre during the tragedy is technically a refugee. Some are just basically just the people in the Archmage's Academy are better off. They're
Yeah.
just with Winnebagos that are like really, really fancy. But yeah.
I would explain that he is. Oh, well, season 3. One of these. Yeah, that I was a highly appreciated asset at the Archmage's Academy.
Well, Lativa's there, and she'll kind of like look. You were an asset of the Archmage's Academy? I've never heard of
an assistant. Oh shoot! What was Probot's real name? Not real name.
Widget.
No, that's Probot the boss's name. Grand Mage Widget.
Yeah, Grand Mage Widget.
Yeah, Brobot didn't we make a joke like 2 weeks ago, maybe, where Brobot had like this is Brobot's actual name.
Oh.
I don't know if I have it in my written. It's fine. No, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about that. It's not real.
It's as real as you want it to be.
We can retcon it afterwards once we watch the episode.
We'll go back and watch the episode.
Nah. Yeah, he'll explain that he was, basically the property of Grandmaster Widget, constantly bringing in materials and things from distant lands for spells and I don't know, concoctions.
Grand Mage Widget. Lativa goes, yes, I remember him well. He was quite the mage and quite the artificer. He was the direct rival of our Professor Doohickey.
Correct.
It's too bad that he would, if Doohickey was here today, he would take quite the interest in you, Robot. Perhaps he could explain to you what's going on in those servos.
Another time.
Another time, Kringla repeats. You'll come, and under my gaze, you'll inspect the stars. And at the same time, Doohickey will take a look at you, also under my supervision. Fair enough?
He'll shake on that.
You shake hands with Christopher Kringla. Nice, he says, and smiles. Anything else?
I think Brobot's just gonna awkwardly salute and be like, "No, Mr. Kringla, sir."
How do you not awkwardly salute like that?
And it's like just be like almost like finger guns via salute.
Oh God, no. That's the worst. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's way worse.
That's so bad.
Hey,
Jazz hands?
yeah. Ooh, I don't like jazz hands either.
That's the salute. No, can't be. We'll stick with the thumbs up for now. All right. So if those are the only questions that you had.
Yep, that's it.
All right, then we will flash forward into time where you guys are outside the fancy eatery.
That was What happened to the place that was here before? Who bought it out?
And you see the person at the door. It's like this big hippo person. They're like, bought it out. This person's been the same owner since the time of Roan Acaduil.
I recognize.
You would remember the name of the old human wizard who kind of like owned this place. he was like a forever student, and eventually he had to retire. But when he retired, he wanted to stay close to like the student body, so he's like kind of like this weird old man, but he's like harmless and funny. And he owned this place, and his name was Crocatouille.
Crocatouille.
Yeah, that's what people called him. But his real name was Kevin Crocatouille.
Beautiful.
People call him Crockpot.
Is the owner there, or is it just the hippo, like the person at the door?
It's just the person at the door right now. The door's not open, so you're not inside.
Might we see a menu?
Did you make a reservation?
Oh, gosh. What happened to this place? All right, fine. We'll find someplace else.
Okay.
Are you coming?
Can I try and do something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I press the digitation? A small little like reservation card.
Okay. What does it
Like-
say?
It just says like table for 3 at the Wizard's Wing at the time that it is now.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion. Just roll me a flat persuasion. And I'm going to say, as you show this card, this bouncer has glasses, and the rims of the glasses begin to glow as he like looks at the card.
It's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 will go. Decent trick, but I've seen them all.
I don't really have the other reservation with me. I just had to make something that looked like it's because we forgot it at home.
Listen, this is a wizard's academy, okay? I know what I'm doing. But it so happens I got space for 3 at the bar. So go on.
Thank you, sir.
Remove the felt.
Nice.
Fine.
Appreciate it.
This Crocatouille is doing a little too well for my taste, but so be it.
Is it not cool anymore because he's doing well?
It's just too extravagant.
Yeah, when you go inside, everything's nice, but the ambiance is completely the same. There's still like students in there drinking and like playing like kind of like magical drinking games. You know, it's like blindfolded telekinetic darts and like a flip cup, but you have to flip it like multiple times, and you can like pause the other person's in the air with like different magical, like shoot people's cups out of their hands. So like lots of kind of like things are going on.
So you're saying it wasn't like this before?
Just the decor is much nicer, and everything seems to be like a little magical. Things clean itself. Somebody broke a glass, and then all the drink kind of went back into the glass, and the glass.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Also, the only thing is that nothing seems to be like really like getting out of hand aggressive, because there's a lot of these like security personnel. They're all wearing the same kind of like all black suit. You can see like a smaller pub, but there's like 3 or 4 of them.
Interesting.
It does seem bigger than you remember, though.
Is that out of the ordinary? Like having a bunch
Before
of
there was-
security like that?
There was never any bouncers,
Okay. Yeah, he's doing
and there
pretty
would
good
be like brawls that would happen.
Okay.
And wizard like different students, especially,
Mm-hmm.
or like people from out of district with students.
All right. I'll sit down at the bar.
Yeah. unseen servant there. You can only tell because they're just like wiping a glass. There's like a glass and a
Floating rag and cup.
Wait a minute. I think I like look around. Is any of the where's the attention of the security dudes?
most of it is like kind of like it doesn't seem to be. I guess the closest one isn't necessarily looking at you. The
Okay,
closest
so like
one-
there's none of them have their eyes like on us at the moment.
No.
No. Okay, so I'm going to take that little lizard, that dried lizard that I had.
Yeah.
That I had like turned into a familiar, and I'm going to
Yeah.
like once again like squeeze the soul out of it, but I'm gonna like fire it out into the unseen servant, and I'm
Okay.
gonna cast unseen servant and like take control of it.
Okay, I'll allow that.
And I think that it's like its form is going to change from just like a standard humanoid, like that vague shape, and
Okay.
it's going to like clearly have, you know, maybe some like spikes on its back and have like a tail and look a little bit more, you know, dragonborn.
You can see, but it's an unseen servant.
Yeah.
You see it in this. Yeah.
And I just go, get us drinks.
You see, like if you could see that unseen servant, it's like when something is taken control of by Mr. Smith, and it's like, and then all of a sudden it's your
Oh yeah.
servant, like the Matrix. But yeah, okay, sick.
Yeah, just get us some drinks and oil for the mechanical one.
Yeah, I'm quickly ignoring anybody else who's at the bar who was like kind of like hailing down at the glass. The drinks appear before you.
Thank you. I'm just going to like put a coin down on the counter, like right in front of me, but I don't even like slide it forward. I just put it sort of like for show. And then I go,
Why don't you make yourself useful and serve the other customers, huh?
He goes and gets to work. What do you know about mixing drinks?
nothing.
Understood.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I kind of. Anyway,
And
yeah,
alcohol is a poison.
that is
So
true.
roll me like with your poisoner's kit to see if you could mix.
Oh, I see. Okay,
I'll let
that's
you
good. That's cool.
roll. You can roll me the poisoner's kit, or you can roll me like a performance.
No, I have poisoner's kit, so I'll use it.
Yeah.
Might as well. I think it's just a flat D20. Well, I have a plus proficiency. So
Yeah.
plus 3. Okay. 19.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So he's able to do a pretty good.
He's had some practice over the years.
From back in the day, you're like reliving these times when you jumped behind the bar a couple times to help fucking Krakatui when it was like a rush. There was like the end of exam periods, and you're like, you made a couple extra bucks with Krakatui that night and got a little drunk yourself.
Yeah, the good old days. Free of worry. Anyways, cheers.
Get you all drinks of choice,
Cheers.
which I think is just honeybee at this point. Does everybody just drink honeybee? Except
I mean,
for
Aura does, but
Yeah.
the oil for Brobot.
Name my oil.
The lifeblood.
what's the food like?
Ah, well. Now that the place looks like this, who knows?
Do you think your servant or your unseen servant can wrangle us up a menu?
Yeah, I'll just like tap the bar and he comes right up to us.
3 menus just appear as it comes up to you. It already knows what you want. As soon as you like went to tap, it started moving. And on the menu, you will notice that the honeybees, honeybee brews, or the honey brews, whatever we're calling it, that you're drinking are 20 gold apiece.
Damn.
The oil was 35 gold. And the lowest price meal here is fish and chips. And it's like a type of fish and chips, and it's It's 100 gold for the plate.
I just
Venue.
flip the menu over, like divert my eyes. Oh my god.
I don't think I'll take one of those drinks, actually. I'm good.
It's fine. They're paid for already.
Oh. Well, I guess a drink, but no food.
No. I've lost my appetite.
Yes, yes, this is something I wouldn't even ask Rexford to pay for.
As you guys are walking down and drinking and sitting at the bar, from behind a little door to the kitchens walks out the spindly, like long-legged. He's got like this big mustachio, Mr. Crocatouille himself. Oh, hello! Kind of what can I get? Venue?
Hello, Crocatouille.
My boy, how long has it been?
Several years. You seem to be doing well for yourself.
Oh, never have I been so lucky to have already had a place in the Archmage's Academy. Business is booming.
I can see. A bit of a shame, though, that past Venu wouldn't be able to order from here.
Well, the past is in the past, and
Not
it's best we...
present.
Here, everything you drink is on me, Venu. Not to worry, I see you're still living a little shabby.
Well, you see, my group and I, we've traveled a long way through the cold snow to get here.
Oh.
We're quite famished.
You know, I haven't left the Archmage's Academy since we've arrived. There's just no reason. It's so warm and temperate here, you can hardly tell it's snowing.
Yes, it's quite nice here. The temporal magic is, that different kind of temporal shit.
Well, where are you staying now?
The grove. Nice and tranquil grove.
The tranquil grove. How quaint. Well, if you're ever tired of slumming it, you can. I'll always have a room here for you, Venu. Your friends can maybe sleep on the floor. They're probably used to such.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Excellent.
I prefer the corner. Thank you.
The ceiling is actually quite comfortable.
Well, to each their own. For me, it is a plush bed, full with pillows, blankets, and my kittens. They have bat wings,
Do they? How exotic. Well, these drinks are fantastic, but again, yes, quite hungry.
Ah, right. Well, the drinks are on me, but food, we import all of our food here. Straight from the grove, imploring you people.
Chug the rest of my drink.
Why don't I bring you some, I'll bring you an appetizer. On the house. You do have gold. Yes, Venu?
But of course. Not this amount, unfortunately.
Poor lad.
We'll take that appetizer, though.
Right, of course. I'll be right back. Kind of freaking all spindly ass disappears into the kitchen behind. He was dressed in like this, kind of fine purple suit. It's like a paisley. It's got like gold embroidering on it.
Seems like he's come up in the world.
Down, if you ask me.
I didn't like how he was speaking about everyone else, but he has kittens. I want to pet them.
Well, might be an idea to start bringing some animals around the villa. You know,
Yeah.
deer, pets, whatnot.
Are there any of these winged kittens flying around the bar?
Bat kittens.
Roll me a perception, please.
I'm definitely rolling a perception for that. I want cats.
16.
Beautiful.
17.
Beautiful. You both spot the same, for lack of a better word right now, bat kitten. They are all stark white with red eyes. Except for their paws. The pads of their paws are like obsidian black. Their wings are white, but they are very bat-like. And they have 6 legs.
Ooh.
6 legs. I think I'm just gonna look at it
Flapping around.
and then I go.
That's not a bad idea, Ura. Perhaps we do need some pets around the villa.
And
Well, seemed like you wanted one. You all wanted one.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm going to order the servant. I'm gonna go.
I know you have some frustrations. Why don't you let them out?
And I'm just gonna have it start like knocking bottles over and stuff and making a mess behind the bar.
Why do you think your unseen servant has frustration?
What?
Oh well. I suppose that'll be something for another time.
Okay.
To be decided.
As you throw things around, as it starts to throw things around, all of a sudden, like nobody can see, but things are starting to get pitched into the air, and then they're immediately fixing themselves. So people are kind of not really paying attention to it, but they're seeing things like crash around, but nobody's rushing anywhere to help. But they're all looking as basically behind the bar starts to like, it starts to become like an arc, right? Of things being thrown and then like reversing and going back.
And as all that's happening, I'm gonna walk over to the kitten and grab it by the scruff of the neck.
Sure. So roll me either an animal handling or a straight dexterity check. Well, yeah, a straight dexterity check.
Okay. Okay. Straight dex or animal handling? Let's go with animal handling. Ooh, that's a 10.
Okay.
help.
With 10, you are able to grab it, but it claws you for 3 points of damage.
Yeah, I just hiss at it and
It's young, so it's like, but his claws are really sharp. So it kind of like bites your hand and it like rakes you with its back claws. You see, it's got 4 basically fully functioning front paws. They have their own shoulders and everything.
it's got 6 legs.
Elongated torso. So those 4 paws like kind of like wrap around you, and then it's got 2 much larger back legs that kind of like rake at you. But the whole is probably like 10, not even 10 pounds right now, and it's like this big.
Okay.
It's chonky.
Yeah. Okay, and then I just like quickly walk out.
But Robot wanted to help. I don't know if that would make it.
Oh.
Like,
How would you
I
want
mean,
to
it's
help?
fine if not.
Please help.
Like,
Can I take it from him while it's in his hand, freaking out?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Not even pick it up. Not even like exchange scruff. But as he's holding it by the scruff, like, and it's dangling into the air, Robot's just gonna like literally hug it to his chest.
Okay. Roll me. You can roll me like a nature check or an animal handling yourself.
A nature or an animal handling. Let us see. I'll do nature. Oh, it's so fucking 11. I was so close. So close.
It's still struggling, but it calms down very slightly for a second.
feed it some honeybee. That calms everyone down.
Sure, makes you docile.
Quickly, let's go.
Then we run.
Me to do it.
So, you do Robot? Do you leave at Venue's behest?
But at the fine. We were supposed to be here.
What?
The appetizer.
No, go. Just go.
Robot runs out.
Do you even eat?
Me, no. You, yes.
All right, Ura, you see as the two of them grab this air kitten and leave. Winged kitten.
Okay. Can I subtly cast dancing lights in front of its face to kind of like just distract it from like just squirming?
Sure.
Okay.
You can try. You can cast dancing lights, and you can roll me like an animal handling as well. It's not really persuade. Can't really persuade this thing.
An 18.
Oh, yeah, that works. The dancing lights start to go in its face, and it chills out.
Go.
Skedaddle.
You're back in the streets of the Archmage's Academy.
So we have to head back to the villa, right? Or do we go back and find Rexford and Aditya Kumbo?
Go back to the hardline keep. I think that they'll return to us when they're better, or we can go see them in the morning. I feel like I need quite a bit of a rest, and I don't want to stick around.
All right. Up for a walk, because it's going to take a while to get back to the villa from here.
Yes, you're right.
You
Wait.
dropped off the airship, right, Robot?
It's probably still docked.
Docked where?
At the Archmage's dock.
You didn't give it back to Jackdaw.
We were using it.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, if you haven't given it back to Jackdaw yet, maybe we can use it again and go to the villa with it.
Indeed, we can.
This sounds quite good, if you ask me.
Well, then I guess lead the way, Robot. I don't really know where the docks are for the Archmage's Academy.
Robot will excitedly lead the way.
Beautiful. Roll me a survival.
8.
8?
Yeah.
Can
Can I just check my
Can we-
passport?
Can we help in
I
any
gotta
way?
be able.
Like,
I gotta be able to check the passport. There's got to be
Yeah,
an
that's-
air tag or something.
That's true. Roll. That's true. That's true. Roll with advantage.
That's really sad. Hold on. Survival. I can't see. That's underneath the roller. 8. 8 is better. 8 is better.
It takes you much longer than it should, but you get like this nice kind of like scenic view of this section of the city. And what you notice is it's extremely wealthy. The street vendors' prices are exorbitant, and the people are dressed in finery, and everybody seems to have like the most recent like magical accoutrements that are in fashion. You know, whether it be vehicles or like clothing that doesn't get dirty or anything you can think of, pretty much.
I feel like I'm in the wrong section of the Archmage Academy.
It's tough being here.
But you used to be here. You
Yes.
knew the individual.
Well, old Roan was slightly different. But even then, there was a lot of greed. I just put up with it.
Oh, guess everyone's just trying to make a living.
Living more than others. But anyways, are you okay with that thing, Brabot?
Which thing?
The kitten.
I'm still holding on to it. Yes.
It's destroying your paint job.
I will fix it later.
Yeah, it's kind of chilled out now, but every now and again it tries to get out.
I think I'll take that lizard. I just like sort of carry it around, and like so. I mean, unseen servant's only like 60 feet or whatever, so the lizard would kind of like,
Yep,
fill out again, and I'll just feed it to the kitten.
Yeah, the kitten. You see, the kitten looks at it, sniffs it, opens its jaws, and its jaws open, split 4 ways, and these little tongues come out and slice it up and start pulling the sliced pieces of your little lizard gecko inside of it, and then it eats it all up.
Good, yes, enjoy it.
And then it kind of like settles in a little bit more comfortably. And stops struggling in Brobot's arms.
Yes.
It looks up at you. Its red eyes kind of like connecting with your blue eye. And it starts to like gently, with 2 of its front paws, kind of like touch your face and your eye. Well, your single eye lens.
Seems rather gentle now. But we're going the right way, right?
You are quite lost at that point. But as you keep moving, you're able to finally make it to the dock. These docks are kind of like newly built over the last 10 years. They're an addition onto the side of the wall. New gates were made in the wall of the Archmage's Academy. And so it's kind of like platforms were built hanging off of the wall. And yeah, you see your this ship that you got from the Jackdaw. It's the bottom side is all scratched up, and the landing gears are kind of like misshaped, but still seems to work. And yeah, nobody's like kind of like in their magistrate uniforms. They're kind of like meandering about, but nobody seems to come towards you.
Can we just take it? Is there some sort of fee to take it back out? I think we have to warn somebody. Robot, who did you speak to with in regards to this parking spot?
Oh. Wait, I know this. Confirmation receipt. We should use that. Appreciate leave. Robot checks passport status. No. I don't have the name.
You remember it was a magistrate commander.
Yeah. I say that.
All right. I'll look around for a magistrate commander.
You only see the two people in magistrate uniforms meandering about. None of them look to be a commander.
Do any of those look familiar?
I'm gonna say at this point it is nighttime.
We all have nice. Doesn't everyone here have night vision?
Yeah, just setting the mood so that you know what time of day it is.
I enhance my night vision in Zoom. Do I recognize this man?
You don't recognize anything about either of these men other than their uniform, which, as I've said, is that of a magistrate.
All right. Well, I suppose we can go talk to them and see what we can do to take the ship out.
It's still here. Let's go.
All right. I go talk to them. Excuse me, sir, madam.
What? Oh shit! Hey, can we help you? What's your business at the docks?
That ship, is it under impound? Or is it just waiting for its owner to come back and take it?
Well, Jackdaw's boat. Nah, came around a little bit earlier, signed all the release forms. Thing's fully licensed, but he didn't take it. Said to leave it for somebody named Rexford. Said that Rexford owed him.
Right. I'm gonna take out Rexford's passport.
Which you still have.
Be like, I have to bring this back to Rexford. Actually, I've been sent by him as a token for proof, and he asked me to bring it back. And then
I have his passport. All right. Well, I'll mark it down here. I guess if you have his passport, there's no. Yes. I guess. I'm not. I don't know. Roll me a persuasion.
okay. Okay, so then that's +6, I think. 15.
Yeah. All right. I'll just sign here.
Sure. I know Rexford's last name, don't I?
Yeah, but sign.
Think. Or no, but it's his signature, right? So it's like
Yeah, sure. Yeah, his last name is Lipton. Yeah, you would know.
That's it, Lipton. Yeah. So I'll do like a very elaborate RL,
Okay.
but like try and make it like kind of illegible too. And yeah, so like, all right, here we go. All settled. Now, thank you, sirs. We'll get on. Um, all right, robot. Would you mind helping us bring this back? Being the pilot, the amazing pilot you are, bring you back to Rexford safely.
We're bringing the airship back.
Yes, to Rexford.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, good magistrates.
Yeah, sure. Have a safe flight. We'll we'll notify the patrols. They won't interrupt you.
Thank you. Make our way onto the ship.
Beautiful. Yeah, the ship opens to Robot's touch, and you guys all board the ship.
We're headed to the villa, right? To rest for a little bit and then.
Beautiful. Robot, roll me your piloting check, please.
That's proficiency.
I'm gonna give you a bless. Oh wait, no, it's only for attack rolls or saving throws. Never mind, doesn't help ability checks. Sorry.
Guidance.
I'll help though, if I can.
I don't want to pilot the ship.
Okay.
Pilot the ship. Robot sits down in the back with the kitten.
Venu, do you know how to pilot this?
No, I don't.
All right. I've seen Robot pilot this once. I can maybe try.
Beautiful. Roll me a d20.
All right.
It's Rexford's money.
It's a 10.
Okay, well, I'll say with a 10, you're successfully able to get off the ground.
Okay, that's something.
There's like the platforms are relatively empty around you, and it's night, so there's not a lot of traffic. So you fly back to the villa. It doesn't take you very long to get there. It's kind of like it's a straight flight. There's nothing in your path. You guys are out in the middle of a frozen lake. But landing is a big issue. So as you get there, the only space large enough is above the frozen pond. And as you land there, half of it sinks and breaks the ice and sinks into the pool pond.
Gosh.
Kind of like,
Is it leaking? Is it like taking on water though?
no, not taking on water.
Oh, very good insulation.
We're all being thrown about. Yeah.
It a hell of a landing, but no damage is taken, and kind of like nobody like you don't even really get jostled out of your seats. It's just like a hard landing, and then all of a sudden it goes, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? As the whole like front half of you dips into the water.
Well, as first flights go, I could have done worse.
Get me out of here.
There's like the emergency light in the like this area that you guys are sitting in. The sitting area comes on. It's like red, yellow, like there's like a low horn. Landing
Yes.
damaged. Landing gear.
Sorry, Rexford.
But you're able to disembark, and you're at the villa. The neighbors are kind of like all out, like, what the fuck?
Wait, it's at
Still
night
have
though,
the
right?
cat.
Can I sneak
It's
away?
night, so we just crashed into this place and woke them all up.
Everybody's awake.
Oh,
All right,
God.
I'll have to take a rest, and tomorrow morning maybe try some mending on this.
We're gonna need it to get back to the hotline, so we'll have to figure something out.
Robot will give. Who wants the cat? Someone take the cat from me, and I will mend overnight.
I can take the kitten.
I only need to charge shortly later.
All right, I'll take it from you. I'll take it.
Robot's gonna very ever so lovingly try and place it into your arms.
Okay.
Yeah, it works. The cat's gotten used to you guys now.
Thank you. Just to be sure, we want to keep it alive, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure.
I'm going.
Well, Robot, I will send some help.
Oh, thank you. I'll turn and start mending and tinkering. Or go to do the mending and tinkering.
We're up. See you in the morning.
Yes, sorry about that, Robot. Not quite the best flyer.
No worries. I had a cat with me. It was much better.
I'm sure it was. I would prefer that too. Well, next time I'll be better. Maybe we'll help later. I just need to reset my spells. And I'll also go rest.
Beautiful. Mending is a
Cantrip.
okay. Okay. So it's going to take you more than the whole night to mend this thing.
I'm gonna try and send help to Brobot, but it'll take at least 30 minutes because I need to arcane recovery, get a spell slot, and then use animate dead to regain control of my skeletons, and then they can go and I don't know help her hold things up or use flashlights or tools or whatever.
Perfect. Yeah. So that'll cut her time. That'll cut Shai's time in half, I'll say. So she could, Robot can definitely complete it tonight. And it's like the skeletons are able to help drag the ship out of the pool. And, but it is going to be very difficult to take off now because now you're kind of like within the trees. So that something might have to be done about that.
Do that later.
I'm like, in the morning, can I, once my spells have been reset, can I go and start molding earth to gently start lifting it up on this platform to eventually get above the tree? It's going to take hours.
Oh my god.
It might take days, actually. Fucking.
I'll make my own airship pad.
It's only like 5-foot cube at a time, right? Yeah.
Basically.
So long.
Oh gosh.
Like so long. 6 seconds, I guess. 6 seconds to create a 5-foot cube. How many could you create in a day?
cantrip, but 6 seconds per. Give me a second here.
It's a lot.
60 by 60 is 360 times 24 is and then divided by 6.
The math and see how long it would fucking take.
1,440
One big enough.
cubes per day, and that times 5.
Yeah.
5. No, oh crap.
Crazy.
7,200 square feet or cube feet.
Cube feet. Feet cubed. That's
not terrible.
That's actually
7,200 cube feet. It's not bad.
that's actually pretty big. It's like a house. I want to say. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I don't know. I can't think in cubed feet. That's
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, it's not really working for me either. But
But
look, he'll
you-
start.
you can take your long rest and then yes, you can start to like fabricate some sort of pad or like use mold earth. You know, we can say as you're doing it over a lot of time, you're not necessarily like making like earth. You can like push trees kind of like out of the way using the earth to like move it aside.
Make space. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and like branch it out. We can say you do that. Venue, what are you going to be doing? You make the skeletons after half an hour, and then do you take a long rest or do you do something else?
Just before the long rest, I'm going to shut off the light in the room if it wasn't already off. Just sit there sort of alone. I'll like go into my jar of dried lizards and I'll put one down and I'll begin the ritual to like re-summon my familiar. And so like in the darkness, I search for that one particular soul.
Yeah.
And I reach back after it had been like sliced apart by that kitten, and I reach into the darkness and I find it and I pull it into the body of this little lizard. And just there sitting there in the darkness, I like lean into it and I just go feeling like the frustrations of the day, you know, the Archmage's Academy, all the extravagance, the big room there where the meeting was taking place with Chris Kringla, like hearing how he essentially caused all of this to happen by letting Ruck just do whatever the hell he wants in the hills and sort of endangering us, and then going to the bar and seeing all the greed of the person that he used to kind of, you know, vibe with back in the day, and just go, I hate you, and you just yell at the little lizard, and he's just gonna like sort of repeat that almost like a mantra, just kind of like 10 times over in the basement. No one can hear him. And then he'll go and sleep very peacefully.
I will say that as you're focusing on the soul and as you're screaming at it, are you wearing your tiara?
No. I guess I didn't say it, but I would have put the tiara inside the little box of holding.
Okay, you put it inside with everything. So never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, you do still have all those equipment and all the little magical items. You never didn't mention that either. Anybody too?
No, I didn't.
Just fair. You do know that there will need to be a written report.
Yeah.
But that was mentioned to you guys, but it doesn't have to.
Said to go rest up. So
that's
we're
Rexford's
going to rest
route,
up,
right?
and then the next day gonna go visit
Exactly.
Aditya Kumbo and Rexford, and then he'll fill them in a bit more.
Yeah, perfect. Brobot, while you're mending, are you thinking of anything? Are you trying to do anything? Venue, what are you doing with the cat, by the way? Before we go to Brobot, sorry.
I guess I just like chain it up to the wall.
You chained it?
Yeah, I'll take good care of it. I put it like a collar around it, like it's like a I don't know. Maybe I like one of the shackles for the wrists of one of my skeletons. It fits around like nicely on the neck. I just don't want it to like run around and start mauling things in my room, you know.
Yeah, sure. But it's like fighting at the chain and at the collar.
Okay.
You close the door to the closet too?
It's not a door. It's just like a screen, I guess.
Oh,
It's like some
okay.
like fabric on like hooks, you know, like and I just sort of like close it off. Maybe it's like a repurposed type of like basin where like water can be drawn or something. I guess if it's making a lot of noise, I'll like toss it like a couple dried lizards and put a little bowl of water for it.
Understood. It does. It was like making a lot of noise, but with the dried lizards, it starts to chill out.
Okay.
You hear the little. All you hear is the little as like the tongue slice it open.
Oh yeah. Creepy little guy.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Brobot, you're busy. The skeletons after you start like you're like, how do we do this? How do I go about this? As you're like figuring out how to go about this, a number of skeletons. How many is it?
It's 4.
4 skeletons come out, and they start to try and help you. They like look at you expectantly, and like go around the ship.
Okay. I think that the act of like, I don't say like passively mending, but he gets into the zone of mending, and Robot starts internally trying to analyze the day's events, like what he went through with Ruckus, what Kringla said, the star, and why the star feels the way it does. What was in his chest that was exposed and feels very like familiar and all those things. So I think he's just kind of like he's internalizing a lot. So he would just direct the skeletons to like ensure that these things are secure and that everything has good integrity. Report back if you see anything, you know, just like kind of let them do their thing as he's figuring it out internally.
Okay. So you're like passively mending. The skeletons are there passing you whatever tools you're gonna need and whatever like they're holding they're holding lights up and they're helping you drag this thing out. They kind of like know what to do as you kind of like go through the motions. And as you're doing all that and casting your mending spells, why don't you also roll me an insight or a straight wisdom check, which it should be the same, I guess.
Yeah. 10.
With a 10, I'd say you'll get a flash to a time long ago, one of your earliest memories, and it's just Widget over you, and he's just smiling, and he says, I've done it. I've done it. Finally, look at you. My child. And that's all you see. And we'll end the session there for tonight.
Oh. What a tease.
Quite.
Dang it!
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I gotta wait for next week to find out the next bit.
Yeah. Thanks for playing, guys.
Of course.
We're down
Always a
to
good time.
what we were able to do. We were able to scrape by, keep moving the story forward. You guys have some wonderful role playing here. Kind of like learning a little bit about what's going on. Any questions that we can ask out of character? You'd like to know?
Questions out of character.
Any questions?
Can you send us the info for all the items?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
I'll put it in the Discord.
No, all my questions will be answered as the story unfolds. I just have story questions, so I'll see what happens.
That's fair. More than
I think
fair.
Robot is not prepared, and also I'm really excited for his finding of himself. So I don't have questions as much as yeah, I'm just excited to see what comes up and how it comes up.
It's coming.
The story unfolds.
Perfect. Well, thank you for playing. Thank you guys for watching. We are here Thursday for Champs Challenge and Tuesday for the rotating DMs with Chittering Woods and Brent's new campaign, Janitors. I don't know if that's what it's called, but how I call it.
No.
I believe so.
Amazing. So yeah, 7:30 to 10, and we're on Instagram and X and Threads, I guess, and Facebook and all the other good stuff.
Script.
So TikTok. So come on down and watch us again. And we are Hexagon. So you're trash. Okay?
There we go.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.